Hi guys, this is Ravi. Well, I finally got a chance to watch SAIRAT movie. It's running in three theaters in Hyderabad, and the good thing is it's running houseful. I'm planning to give a very detailed review on the movie because one, it has been suggested by many people. Two, the trailer reaction that I have done received a maximum negative response. That's the only negative response trailer reaction in all my videos that I have uploaded. Probably because people felt that I haven't justified it clearly by watching the trailer. To start it off, first about the plot. It's a very simple, plain plot where a lower caste guy falls in love with an upper caste girl. The girl's parents are against it. Basically, the girl's family is too much into caste feeling, because of which they don't agree with it, and they literally go and bash the guy left and right, and his family members, they insult him, they put him into jail, and the girl actually revolts against her family, and that's the first part of it. Now they run away from their families to another place, and then how do they survive after leaving their place is what the main story is about. The main story is not just about the love, it is about how did they survive. Okay, this particular part was not even shown in the trailer. How did they survive, whether the survival part was there or not, was not shown in the trailer. So by looking at the trailer, what I thought was, because whenever we watch a trailer we generally try to guess the story, right? Because that just gives us an idea about what the complete movie is about. So when I watched it, I felt that the movie is more about how the love angle is only about. I did not even think that the movie was mainly concentrating on how did they survive after running away from their family. And now coming to the technical part of the movie, cinematography is just mind-boggling. This movie can compete with the best of the Bollywood movies and the other movie industry related movies that got released in the same year, because the way it was handled was very clean and very neat. Even the music was not sounding very good in the trailer because there was not much scope, I guess. But when I watched the movie, when I came out of the theater, the single song "SAIRAT Zalaji" that just kept on ringing in my mind. I was continuously humming it. I really loved that track. I did a song reaction for Zingat song. By watching that song alone, I was thinking that it was a Bharat song, but it turned out to be a birthday party song, right? Well, that badass brother, he needs to be kicked out left and right. There were certain shots which I really liked, and I would like to make a special mention. In Sairat Zalaji song, at the end of the song, there's a shot from the top of the particular monument or whatever place they have walked into. So it was like from the top it is shown, and these two people are just walking around on the walls and they sit. After that there's a dialogue, right, where they say that I'll go for a small work, let's build a small home near a pond and all that stuff. And in the same song they sit at one place, and a very large angle shot will be there, like it just goes on, and then it takes from their head, and then it goes on again. So that probably is a drone shot, but it has been fabulously captured. I mean, we should appreciate first of all about the thought. The dialogues were also very crisp. Now coming to the acting wise, this girl, Archana, Rinku Rajguru, right? Rinku Rajguru is going to be the next biggest thing in Marathi movie industry. The directors have to specifically create characters for her. It is not that you write a character and then force her to fit in. No, do not try to do that. Write a character for her, because she is that kind of an actress who can emote very well, and who is the best find by far in long time in any kind of movie industry, I believe. She is very young. She is kind of teenager, I guess, but the way she has acted is just mind blowing. I really loved the way she was acting. I mean, she was dominating every other actor in all the frames. Even the hero, Akash, he was also equally fabulous. Acting wise, there is nothing which you pinpoint and say that this is wrong. Absolutely not. Everything is realistic. Everything is realistic. Bang on. Now, there should be a special mention for those actors who played as that hero's friends. The crippled leg guy and the other bike garage repairer. I specifically liked the one who was that who was having that problem with the legs. That guy was very natural, ultra natural. I mean, he was just like the one who's generally seen. You can specifically see in that song where they were doing the exercises, that fellow is forces himself to kick on to that guy. right? And also in the college sequences, when she gives hints, and even in the other scene where she gives hints that she is going to the farm, and then this guy tells him that are you out of your mind? Don't you even know that she is giving you a hint to come to the farm and all that stuff, right? Of course, I felt a little bad when he was trying to flirt with a girl, or probably he was trying to um, he was also having that kind of a feeling towards another girl, and she throws her nails, and then he starts crying, right? I mean, the way he has acted is very good, right? He has got loyal set of friends, and it has been shown in a wonderful way. The friends are always loyal; they never ditch him. But this fellow does not contact them after he leaves that particular place. Now the heroine, you know, I was trying to put on the words and on and on and on about praising her acting talent, but let's not over exaggerate it. She is mind blowing. That's it. If there are any words in the dictionary which can explain wonderful acting for a debut movie, this is it. And I heard that she has got national award for the movie, for this role. No doubts, she has to. And if you don't give that kind of a role for the national award, then what more are you expecting? She has even talked in Telugu, man. She was driving a bullet, a tractor, and that to a teenager. What more can we expect? Seriously, this girl has got brilliant future. I just wish she selects perfect movies and lives up to the reputation. She should not select just the movies just because they are coming in her way. If she has that kind of a patience, she can shine like a bright star in almost all of the south if she gets into south. I really fell in love with the way she was expressing, and she was telling her dialogues and all. It was completely natural as an arrogant lady, and as a girl who was brought up in a very rich home, because when once they go to the slum, she feels a little uneasy, and but she is adjusting herself because of her love. One thing that I have to mention is all the places that are shown in Hyderabad's shooting, because they get into a train and they reach Hyderabad, right? All the places. Let's talk from the top. The moment they get down, they pay a ticket. They pay money to the ticket collector at the station. That's Lingampalli station. That's the place where I get down to my office when I go to office by MMTS. Now they get down at Kachiguda station. That's just 2 minutes away from my home. It's just around, if I take out my bike and just go there, it just takes 3 minutes or 4 minutes for me to reach the station. Akash slaps Rinku on the road, right? In one scene where she after which she takes a taxi and she takes an auto and then she leaves. So that particular shot was done just my office is here. Just outside my office there's around 100 meters of distance. That's called Shilpa Ramam. That's where the scene was shot. And they end up sitting at the bus stop where they sit, and they just stare here and there is Necklace Road. So I go to the office by the same road. All the places that were shot there, including the lower Tangman road where she takes an auto and she goes, all the places are very much familiar to me. I can even take photographs of the places where they shot the movie and I can put them in the video. I never got a chance to at least hear about something that there's a Marathi movie shooting being shot here in these places, because Kachiguda is just around 3-4 minutes away from my home, and I did not even get a chance to listen or hear about it, because generally neighbors and all will talk about this thing, right? I never got a chance to even listen to this, but that there's a movie that was getting shot here in and around. Otherwise, I would have probably gone there and I would have at least seen what was happening around, because SAIRAT, I heard that it was also creating waves well before it was released. So I felt really bad after watching those scenes. I was like, oh my god, these people are just near my home. I should have really gone and met them. There are plenty of sequences in which the girl and the guy talk in Telugu. A big thumbs up for that, because it's really correct. Telugu, whatever they have talked is 100% correct. There's no put up dialogue. All the dialogues that they were talking are really authentic. As a Telugu guy, I'm telling you, all the dialogues that they have talked are pure Telugu. They are not made up ones, nor it is out of sense. It is perfectly making sense. One thing which really made me feel bad was the negative ending. I was not even expecting that. I was watching the movie and I was enjoying. And the first half, I literally the time just passed away like that. I was not even sure when the movie started, when the movie reached interval, because I was so engrossed into the movie that it just passed like that. Now from there on, there were little boring sequences because it was getting a little more stretched. But it really gave the feel that when someone moves out of a home, the kind of difficulties that they get to face is clearly mentioned in a very realistic way. They grow up in their career, they are settled, they have a kid, she even is in contact with her mom, everything is proper. But at the end of the movie, they are killed. That's when it really bothered me a lot. I was like deeply shaken. I was like, what the fuck has happened, man? Why did I even watch this? Because that will just haunt. That will just haunt in the brain. You watch a complete movie, you get so connected to those characters, and finally they die. And that too, having a kid, it is really unbearable, right? I think most of them must have shed tears. I was literally like, I did not cry, but I was like feeling totally bad about it, because generally in Telugu movies, everything is a happy ending. Every movie has a happy ending. If there is a movie in which hero or the heroine dies, that movie will be a flop. In general, 99% of the cases, that is the case. I am so used to that suddenly after watching that movie, after watching that last scene, I was like, oh my god, what did this fellow just do? I literally wanted to go and kill that brother's character, because that fellow, that badass, he just came out and he killed two beautiful characters, right? If at all there is Sairat 2, please show that whatever has been done in the climax is wrong, and that was just an assumption and they are living happily ever after. Show that, please. Overall, I really liked it. I have already told about this movie to my friends in the office today, and I've also told about the same to my friend circle in and around. And I'll take my friends and I'll watch the movie again, because these kinds of movies have to be seen in original. I heard that this movie is going to be remade in some South languages. I really don't want them to remake this movie. Now that I have watched the original, I cannot imagine any other people doing the same characters, because I know if you have to do this movie, you have to do it with a new hero and heroine only. Established hero and heroines cannot get into these kinds of roles, and also they'll add some extra flavors, masalas and all. That should not be done. Hats off to the director, hats off to the music director, hats off to the cinematographer, and specifically hats off to those two wonderful characters, Akash and Twinkle. I am in really love with these guys. Let me know if these guys are making a new movie, because I'll be for sure expecting a much more better movie from them from now on, because they have just set a standard and they have to at least meet the standard. Let them not get into the commercial format. So right now in the beginning stages of their career, let them experiment with good stories and better stories, and then let them climb onto the ladder to the commercial arena, because commercial anyways it will work anytime. But these kinds of experimental roles, they'll get only in the starting stages of career, and that's when they can mold themselves, right? I'm really happy that I finally got a chance to watch the movie, and sorry for the trailer reaction. Of course, I am not taking back my words. Trailer did not justify the quality of the movie. Movie is 1,000 times better than the trailer. So that's about it. Overall, I really loved the movie, and I would suggest this to anybody who's watching this video. Thank you. Thanks a lot.